We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. As measures ease in the continuous opening of the economy, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. led the meeting to discuss the recommendation to lift the mandatory use of face masks in the country. Upon his arrival after his state visit to Indonesia and Singapore, the chief executive met with officials of the Department of Health and the Department of Interior and Local Government to assess the COVID-19 situation. DOH officer in charge Maria Rosario Vergere said the department backed the proposed optional wearing of face masks, except for the immunocompromised and senior citizens. Interior Secretary Benhur Abalos meanwhile said the optional wearing of face masks in Southeast Asian countries shows minimal effect on the number of COVID-19 cases. The president has yet to approve the proposal. Earlier, Vergere clarified that the use of face masks should still be observed in enclosed areas, particularly inside the classrooms during the in-person classes. The United Kingdom's longest-serving monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, passed away at the age of 96. The royal succumbed to death after 70 years of historic reign. The Queen died peacefully on Thursday afternoon at her estate at Balmoral Castle in Scotland. Her son, the newly proclaimed King Charles III, said he and his family mourned the passing of a cherished sovereign and a much-loved mother, and her demise would be deeply felt around the world. The Queen's family rushed to Scotland to be by her side before she died, while thousands gathered outside Buckingham Palace to mourn. Foreign leaders have meanwhile paid tribute to the Queen, such as US President Joe Biden, French President Emmanuel Macron, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and Pope Francis, among others. The Office of the Solicitor General has formally asked the International Criminal Court to junk the request of the Office of the ICC prosecutor to resume the investigation of the country's drug war. In a statement, Solicitor General Menardo Guevara insisted that the ICC has no jurisdiction over the situation in the Philippines. Guevara added that the alleged murder incidents do not constitute a crime against humanity, as the incidents do not qualify as an attack against the civil population. The Justice Department earlier assured it will not spare anyone in its review of the cases against illegal drugs. Justice Secretary Crispin Remulla said the government has provided institutional measures to address and prevent extrajudicial killings. As for the ongoing investigations, Remulla said the lack of witness is one hindrance to the swift prosecution of cases. To date, the DOJ has acted upon the cases of 52 individuals who were killed for allegedly resisting arrest. At least 18 police and military personnel have been convicted of murder and sentenced to life imprisonment, along with 17 civilians who were involved in a similar case. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology has launched a hazard map showing Baguio City's areas that are vulnerable to earthquakes. Benguet Provincial Science and Technology Director Sheila Marie Claver stressed the need to map out Baguio's seismic sites due to the city's unique topographical features. The map can be used as a reference in designing and constructing earthquake-resilient buildings and infrastructures. She said these maps will help the local governments improve their development plans toward a resilient place. The so-called Baguio City Ground Shaking Hazard Map is part of a project funded by the Department of Science and Technology aiming at mapping hazardous areas in Baguio City and La Trinidad, Benguet. And that's the latest from the Pna Newsroom. Stay tuned for more updates on the biggest stories throughout the day. I'm Marita Muaje. Stay safe and have a good day.